We have various things going on here that are odd. This is reading a different thing than the rest of the world is reading. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Why is that? Because these are pushed. Ta-da! Okay, we're going to do this again. Ta-da! There. This is the 5:30 roll. Okay? So we're going to call it 5:30 because the atomic clock now says 5:30. And it said Mad Scientist Tea Party and this is my band and all that stuff. And there it is. We're here with Randini with Wild Tales from Area 51. That was my favorite part of your story. When you were calling in and giving various reports and all. Area 51 I just thought was over the edge. I loved that. And if you could have had, you have 2 cameras, I know you do. Mm-hmm. And if you could have had both of them running and one that they knew about and one that they didn't, so much the better. You know.
To be honest, I wasn't even planning on going to Area 51.
Oh, really?
I wasn't. No.
You told me you were going to.
No, I wasn't. I told you after I was on the trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
But before I was on the trip, I wasn't planning on going to Area 51, so I only took the 1 camera.
Right. It's hard to be prepared for that kind of thing.
I only took the 1 camera, and then after I got on the trip, you sent me. I hadn't even been gone a day, maybe. Mm-hmm. I think I was still in Memphis, Tennessee. And you sent me an email with that guy talking about Area 51.
Oh, and that cinched it
and
for you?
I was like, well, we're going to be in Vegas. I told my wife, I said, we're going to be in Vegas. Why don't we? I said, we're like 90 miles away from it. How can we pass up that opportunity?
Right. 90 miles.
Yeah.
How can we pass up the opportunity to be arrested in Area 51?
Yeah, drive 90 miles out in the middle of nowhere, right. And believe me, there's nothing.
But did that turn out to be one of the most exciting parts of your trip?
And I tell you what, we got some great footage of you're driving along, and mile after mile after mile, there's nothing. No, I mean you're not passing cars or anything. Just a few stragglers every once in a while you pass, mm-hmm. And there's nothing. There's no telephone poles. There's no wires. There's nothing.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden, when you're within about 30 miles when you're within about 20 miles of Area 51,
yeah,
there's this over in this little hill. You can tell they've tried to hide it. You can tell. There's this huge power plant just out in the middle of nowhere, and all the wires are going up over the mountain and down
to Area 51.
It's Area 51. It's got to be. It's got to be. So we got some good footage of that, but they try to hide it. They've got it. Camouflage pretty well. You have to kind of go down in a little dirt road down in there, and then of course there's no trespassing signs around it too. It says high voltage, no trespassing, danger and all that stuff.
So it's a big power plant.
It's big out in the middle of nowhere.
They're running the power to run all the underground stuff in Area 51 and keep those alien engines pumped up.
And I mean, the strange thing about it is you think, well, maybe it's a substation. There's no lines going to it unless they buried them all underground.
It's a generator.
But I don't know if they did or not. But but you're right. There's these big tanks.
Why would they bury them underground way out?
I mean, because this is like 75 miles from Vegas.
Right, it's out in nowhere.
And there's not a house or anything around. I mean, there's nothing.
Right.
I mean, we shined the camera around and shown the camera around, and there's nothing. I mean, there's no houses, nothing. And so you just got this big power plant with these. And you're right. There's these. You can tell it's gas tanks or whatever.
I've been giving it some thought. I've been giving it some thought for some years about what the alien situation is about and stuff like that, and why would they even visit this planet and what would they want. And some time ago, I decided that human beings might be a decent resource if, and they're known for taking genetic material, and so if they could, from just a little bit of genetic material, they could raise a test tube crop of hundreds of human babies, and humans are very adaptable. They can be taught almost any technology and stuff like that. They've got,
as long as they're raised in it, yeah.
And if they're raised in that environment and that's all they ever know, they could be quite useful.
You're right.
And that's what I think the resource of this planet may be, is genetic material for basically. I think that slavery in the in the cosmos is an ongoing.
I don't know if I'd call it slavery.
Oh, this is something. I'm sorry. I love walking on random stuff. I really do.
All right, now you're pouring tea from cups to cups. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just gonna drink whatever's in front of me.
I'm gonna go get. Look, I'm gonna go get some more water. Somebody take my chair and host the show. Here's a little bit.
Actually, I came in because I wanted to ask you a question.
Yes.
This Saturday.
Yes.
For my live show, we might be able to get a really amazing guitarist that nobody's heard of yet.
Yes.
A guy named Gavin McGowan.
Now everybody's heard of him.
Yeah. Right.
Like JJ just found the guy, and he was on Jonathan's radio show last Sunday, and he wants to be on my live thing, and he wants to bring along an African drum troupe as well. Mm-hmm. Before I called the guy, I just wanted to ask you if you feel up to assisting with this, because
will they be playing simultaneously? Because what does he play?
So.
Acoustic guitar?
No, he plays electric guitar. Mm-hmm. He's got a pretty impressive setup. He seems to know his stuff in terms of setting up, because he just set up in the little room that Jonathan does his radio show out of, and Jonathan just let him take charge of it, do his thing.
Was that with the African drums?
No, it's just him.
Mm-hmm.
But must have caffeine. But
well, I'm gonna go get.
I just wanted to ask you what you thought, or should I ask him some questions?
No, it's sure. You want to know whether I'll do sound for your show Saturday? Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, here, run my show while I get some more.
Okay.
Well, you know, the show runs itself.
The show runs itself.
What is this here? What's this?
I don't even know. I have not even had the opportunity to look at that. So how's everybody doing today? There's something about this microphone, just being near it makes me want to kick into a smooth radio voice that much more. Just the closer I get to it, it's like the microphone and I feed off of each other. Yeah, because I know the closer you get to it, the better your voice sounds, and the closer I get to it, the more I want to just kick into that voice. It's like a sympathetic kind of exchange of chi between me and the microphone.
There you go.
Indeed, indeed.
So
and
I'm sure you do a whole. You're watching the Mad Scientist Tea Party on Channel 20 URTV.
You are watching the Mad Scientist Tea Party on Channel 20 URTV. And I'm not the mad scientist, but that's okay. I can play one on TV.
I stayed in the Holiday Inn Express.
What?
You never seen that commercial? Where the guy jumps in the helicopter and he starts flying the helicopter and the guy says, "Oh, you're our pilot." And he goes, "No, I'm not a pilot, but I did stay in the Holiday Inn Express last night."
Oh, okay.
I got a lot of those.
I've seen a couple that are like that. I haven't seen that one though.
Surgeon, but I did stand, whatever.
Yeah, I admittedly I don't actually watch very much TV. I have had cable, and it's only basic cable, but I've had cable for about 6 weeks, and this is the first time in about 10 years that I've had cable. So,
wow.
Yeah.
You really kept yourself out of the loop.
Yes, I have. That's fine.
No, that is fine, though. Yeah, I'd like to. I tell you, that was one of the nicest things about traveling the United States with the family was just, even though people say, well, what about all the car time and stuff like that? It was awesome. No telephones ringing, no TV to turn on, no doorbells ringing, just us and the family, and it was just awesome.
Did you drive all the way out there?
I did. I drove 7,091 miles total.
Wow.
Yeah. My wife drove 110 of it. Only because I wanted her to, though. I didn't want her to. And that was only because I got sick one day.
Okay, that's not good.
Cutting you off.
Dr. Blackwell, do you like your chair of authority
Well,
back?
I'm here now.
Okay.
I wanted to discuss matters with Kurt,
Okay.
who is apparently the new programmer of programming.
Well, that's just temporary.
Temporary programmer of programming.
And how do you figure it's going to be temporary? Do you know how to do it?
Yeah, I know how to
Sounds
do it.
like that's what you'll be doing the rest of your life here.
Well,
Okay.
So you've gone from being Kurt the intern to temporary programmer of programming.
Yes. Now,
Yes.
but
You're moving up.
because of your new
You're moving up.
position as programmer of programming, I was wondering. Now I hear that I've been telling everybody that this is a historic show because this is the first Mad Scientist Tea Party that will actually have a nighttime rerun.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any idea what time it will come on?
You could probably go on at 2.
I was telling people probably on it too. Okay. Do you think you will be able to deal with a 3-hour DVD? Or do I need to start splitting it up into shorter DVDs?
Shorter would be helpful. I can try this. We can see if it works. Now, do you want to go on tonight, or do you want to go on, like, tomorrow night? It would be easier. Well,
Tomorrow night is easier?
yeah, it would
Yes.
be easier to do it tomorrow. 'cause
Tomorrow
that would give
night?
me tomorrow to encode it. And
Tomorrow night.
I,
okay.
I can tell you,
Okay. Tell us.
and this doesn't mean it's going to happen to you.
Okay.
But the last 3-hour program that I did on that particular player over there,
Right.
recorder,
Mhm.
I gave to them to play, and
Okay.
he couldn't get it to play, and Jen couldn't get it to play, and nobody could get it to decode, and you even tried to play it in the player in the room, and it wouldn't play. So I don't know why, but it wouldn't.
Okay.
Now, that's what happened in my experience last
Well,
time.
okay, but I don't. Did it play on anything else?
They played at my house,
Well, these play it on my house too.
but they wouldn't play here for some reason.
Okay, that's very interesting.
And it was a 3-hour Citizen Speak show. And it comes straight off of that recorder.
All right. Well, it could be that some units will do 3-hour recordings and playbacks, and some will not do 3-hour recordings. That's the odd time.
Well, the odd thing about it was they couldn't even get it to decode. And I was able to. I took it home to my
Mhm.
PC and it decoded fine.
yeah, same with
But they couldn't even get it.
mine decodes on everything I've
So
ever
just
put
be
them on.
prepared that you may have to break it up for them and re-burn it.
I may have to.
You may have to. Just be prepared. I'd give it to them and see what happens.
yeah, well, it'll be an experiment. We'll see how it works.
Yeah, maybe it right.
It
after
may have
the
been
show
something
we
I
can-
did wrong when I did the recording of it.
Maybe.
I am going to go and I'm going to call this gentleman and see if we can get him on TV this Saturday.
All right.
So,
What do you have planned for this? Oh, the same one we were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
and for Mount Dungeon we have the Plowshares.
Okay.
The
I thought that was a
Plowshares.
speaker going bad there for a minute.
Hi there. Oh, look at that. Now, how did that? Did someone just buy that, or did you find it, or what?
It appeared out of my drawer at home.
Well,
It just
well,
jumped
good.
right
Well,
up.
then, as we do sometimes on the tea party, is it got staples in it?
A few.
Okay. Then we're gonna have work time. Sometimes we just have work time,
Sometimes.
and so we're just gonna have work time right now. Yes, indeed. And here we go. Well, now one of my.
I'm going to run too.
Well, I wish you wouldn't. I wish you'd stay around to see this mess.
I'm sure I'll see it at some point in time.
Well, somehow or other,
Between now and next Thursday.
somehow or other, there it is.
So you're the director of programming.
Well, I'm a pro.
He's a programming fool. Isn't that right?
Programming is kind of temporary, but I am a program without the ing program like development director. So
Okay.
trying to
Oh, you have a title.
trying to help come up with programs to just kind of
Program
keep
development
URTV
director.
going and create revenue streams to that will keep us alive beyond just the money that we get from
Program developer.
charter in the city.
Okay.
So
One thing you may do is go out and get sponsorships for people, and then keep half the money for URTV and the other half of the program itself. And I'm finding that people are willing to pay as upwards of $50 per 10 seconds.
okay.
Okay. There's
And then
that.
of course you tell them that this is going to air probably 3 or 4 times for that.
Right, that's why we're interested
That's why
in
they're
that
interested,
rerun. There we
because
go.
they're,
What do you think?
Because I like that.
And
Because
that
it's
ain't,
not just a one-time
and
thing.
that ain't coming down, is it?
That ain't coming down.
That's what I said.
Hey
Okay.
man,
So you you get it?
I get it.
All right, is
All right.
the intern here yet?
He
So-
Randini started by asking why I had these
Right.
wire ties on there. He says you already took them apart, hadn't you? And,
I thought he already
you thought I had them wire tied back together.
Wire tied together. I just knew he had. I knew he'd done been inside.
And although that is a mad scientist kind of thing to do, I had not done that. No, I had not. I had just.
I thought for sure you had.
I was tempted to
I take it that
apart.
you're not taking into consideration that they're straight or crooked or parallel or
No, I'm
or
mostly taking into
perpendicular
consideration
or-
that they're up.
They're
here.
just up there.
Yes. And
They're
and
just
you
there.
know,
Whether they're upside down, the right side
no,
up,
they're upside. They're right side up.
perpendicular, or
They're right side up, and they're up there. My God.
Here, take the other camera. Oh, are you done?
No, I've got to put tea water in.
oh,
Whoa! It's a thrill a minute around here.
I thought that was the pot.
Watch the mad scientist get scalded.
or scald his guests.
Awooga!
You've done many times. I've been scalded many times.
You don't want to hit. You don't want to hit the. You don't want to hit the ooga horn while you're pouring tea.
No, you totally.
Yeah, that's going to take a while to steep.
Yeah, it looks like it's ready now.
And okay, I'm going to try to put another one of these up. Yes. This will be a great improvement, having these things up here instead of down there. Already is a great improvement. Doggone it.
Well,
This tape won't let go when you want it to, but when it gets when it gets hot.
You should take your other camera, John, and you get the we'll get the work on the camera.
it's not worth it.
We're taking this.
Well, let
one.
me see. Okay, other camera. Let's see. Other camera. Let's see. Which one is this? Wait a minute. I'm pushing the wrong buttons. I'm on camera 1. Someone has changed Oh, that's okay. All right. There we go. Oh, you're gonna really get the stuff, huh? Where's my? Okay, let's see.
On that note, I'm gonna scoot out of here.
I wish you wouldn't.
I got to,
What you
man.
got to do?
Yeah, well, go home and eat. I promised my wife I'd be home at 6, and you see it's 5:46, and I've got a
Uh-oh.
15-minute drive.
All right.
All right, you're done. That's it. That's it for the work.
Now I wonder if this takes. Wait a minute. Hold it down until I see if they got some staples here. They
Okay.
don't have any staples here.
We're gonna hold down, ladies and gentlemen. We're holding down the fort.
There's no more staples.
Oops, wrong thing there, folks. Sorry about that. There we go. Now we're on. The mad scientist ran out of staples, and so tune in next week at this same time on this same channel to see if the mad scientist gets staples. Yeah. Do 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 do.
Who there? Who's there? Did I do that?
So, hope everyone's having a good day out there. Good evening. And it is 5:47 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time. But don't forget to change to Standard Time, fall backwards this Sunday night, this Sunday morning, I should say, at 2 a.m. So when it gets to 2 a.m. Sunday morning, set your clock back 1 hour. And when it gets to 2 a.m. Sunday morning, set your clock back an hour. And when it gets to 2 a.m. Sunday morning, set your clock back an hour. And just keep doing that, and eventually it'll be daylight.
Well, thanks for hanging in there for me that long.
Not a problem.
I'll let you go home.
I was
now.
telling everybody this Sunday to set their clock back at 2 to 1.
That's
And then
good.
at 2 again to set it back at 1. And then 2 again to set it back at 1. And then 2 again to set it back, and just keep doing that.
All right. And that's the only way they can catch up with us in our temporal technology.
Exactly.
Now look at this. What on earth? Uh-oh. What am I going to do about this situation now? Now you see what I've come up with.
Not good. But
Well,
I'm sure it'll turn
it
out
could be
good.
worse.
It'll turn out okay.
Well, given some time maybe.
Yeah, it'll turn
And
out.
then there's this one which has to go back. So far we're batting 50-50.
And not even 50-50 if you got 2 returned and 1. It was 50-50 the first time. You had to turn
Right, and we got 2 more in, and one of them was bad.
Yeah,
50-50.
So now you're at like 70. You're at like 75% now if you count up all the whole. In other words, out of 5, out of 6, you've gotten 3 that's bad.
50-50.
That's still 50-50, isn't it? What am I thinking? Jeez, them aliens done something to me.
I know. It's the alien factor.
All you gotta do is hit that button and it's already zoomed in over here.
Oh, it is.
You gotta just hit camera.
Camera 1?
Yep.
Or camera 2?
There you go. Now you can just hold it right up into the.
I hold it here. Ta-da! Bum 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 ba-dum
Or you can blue
bum.
screen it.
Oh, that's all right. Ta-da! There.
Where's the kaboom?
Yeah,
There was
where-
supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. You know,
Oh boy,
I thought there was an earth-shattering kaboom.
there was.
There we go. Woo!
Well, I will see you next Thursday, if not before. And I guess nobody's using these lights anymore, huh?
We're gonna
Did you
fix.
get them fixed?
No,
No.
no. See, I think I keep trying to take them off the pipe,
Uh huh.
and
So
and
like
I
you put
assume
them
you
back?
keep putting them
I
back.
hadn't been here, so how would I?
Well,
put
no,
'em
before
back?
you left, I took that one loose, and it was hard taking it loose, and I got it
I
loose.
didn't. No, I didn't mess.
You
with
don't
it.
hook them up like that.
Once you had it. Once you hooked it. How did you? You mean on the pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't keep doing that. No.
Well, who keeps?
I
Who,
have no idea.
who put them up like that to start with? You did, right?
I initially put them up like
All right.
that.
Well,
yeah.
you see how it's all wrapped around the pipe. Okay. Well, I had to undo it to get it off the pipe, and I got it off the pipe so I could move it around, and it would, because it's just hanging. You don't have a whole lot of option when it's hooked up that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
I never touched it once you fixed it.
Well,
You
I
fixed
took it
for
loose,
that.
and the next day I came back, and it was back up the other way, and I ain't messing with it anymore because I'm
You
not.
feeling okay
I
there?
figured, well, it's not going to work, but okay. All right. So
No.
from now on, then
Okay.
We do need to try to figure out a way.
have a seat, and your face will be on TV.
But anyway,
Yeah.
You've got a very good point there.
You're easily convinced. What can I say?
I am history like last year's Christmas.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Actually, I can't stick around very long
So I think
either.
we should toss you out on the.
Scoot up, and you'll be on TV.
Okay, I can't stick around very long either because I have a Board of Elections meeting that is
Oh,
at
good.
6:30.
Good. You're going to be. So you're still the Board of Elections official this year.
Yeah.
Good. Let's see.
Yeah, it was just the primary, so we have the actual city council election
Coming up?
Yes, coming up this Tuesday.
Let's hope more people turn out this time than turned out for the primaries. I'm afraid we were a
Indeed.
bit disappointed on that.
Yeah, it was even a little bit less of a turnout than a lot of people expected. It was just a little bit.
It was a whole lot less of a turnout than I expected.
Well,
If particularly considering all the hoopla in the run up to it, you'd have expected to have a little bit better turnout.
Well,
wouldn't you?
the issue about the partisan election is actually going to be on the ballot this Tuesday. So,
Mhm.
so there it is.
All right. Well, I'm finally getting some of these things.
Worked out.
Well, I think so.
Um,
Let's see if I've.
and the guitarist is going to be not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
What's the color?
For Mount.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Now this one's gone crazy.
Oh, crud. Oh, that's not gonna work.
great. Now this one's gone crazy.
Oh, it's not gonna work.
What's that?
I just told him next Saturday would be fine, but then I forgot. Next Saturday is the Saturday where Mount Dungeon starts an hour later because of
Okay.
Lloyd Kaufman coming into town.
Okay.
And, it's a whole, build-ups and setup and breakdown for two bands back-to-back, and there's no way. We can't do it.
We can't.
Because Mount Dungeon will have to be going from 2 to 5. And, if we go live at 5 with this guy, he's got a whole wall of sound that he wants to bring in and set up, and, we can't do it. It's not doable.
What's that? Now what's this about? Okay, now tell me. I was
You okay?
I was playing technical and I wasn't paying attention. Now tell me again why.
Okay.
Why it is we can't do it?
I just remembered, and I'm glad I remembered this now, even though I just talked to the dude. Next Saturday is when Mount Dungeon starts an hour later, filming and everything, because we've got Lloyd Kaufman coming in here. In the, yeah. So Lloyd Kaufman is going to be speaking in Studio A, so we're going to have to be filming Mount Dungeon an hour later. And this guy wants to come in and build a whole wall of sound
Right.
there.
That's a good
Wants
shot.
to build a
don't you
whole... It is.
Okay.
It works, it works.
Mhm.
Wants to build a whole wall of sound,
Right.
and going from setting up and breaking down Peace Jones to a wall of sound, go right at 5 o'clock. It's
So
just
make
there's
it
no
the
way.
next week.
Yeah.
You think that'll work for him?
I guess I'll ask him. I'll give him a call and ask
I
him.
didn't know we were starting an hour late this week, so that's good to know.
No, it's not this week. It's next week, and it's not this Saturday. It's a
Oh.
week from this Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And he said he wanted time to prepare, and he wanted to know that he wanted to have a buddy of his come along to help him set up and everything.
Right.
And his buddy's going out of town, so he said it'd be easier for him just next Saturday. I said that's okay, that's fine. And then I just remembered now.
Now make
Okay.
it the next.
Yeah.
If you can.
I guess it's what we're gonna have to do.
That's the way it works sometimes, isn't it?
Sometimes it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it is.
You like that? You like that shot?
It works.
All right.
These glasses make me kind of look like I have crazy eyes. Seriously, it's
Well, that's always good at the tea party.
it's thicker glasses than I've ever had before.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. I see. If you pull them away from your eyes, they really do act like magnifying glasses and stuff. Yeah.
Crazy eyes.
Crazy eyes. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Well, I've
So.
been. Let me see. I'm gonna widen this up a little bit, so I get to be in the shot.
Yeah, I think that
And
that
then
seems reasonable. That seems reasonable.
I'm gonna move it again, so I'll be in the shot.
So,
There I
let's
am.
play a game. How sleep deprived is Matt today?
All right. Will you join us?
No, I'm gonna go. But
Oh,
thank you, Matt, for helping me out. And
absolutely.
thank you for the tea party.
Thank you for bringing all the girls to the tea party. I thought it was great.
That was very
Yeah.
good.
It was great. What a lineup we had. That was
That was a
awesome.
lineup.
Totally.
It was an awesome lineup for today's tea party.
Yes.
This is being the historical episode that it is.
All
And,
right. That makes a good historical episode.
it does. It makes a good historical episode.
Yeah.
There we have it.
That's a
Yeah,
good-
it is. There we go.
Yeah.
J.J. Jackson.
That's right.
Oh, I forgot. I need to do this now. Tonight, Mount Dungeon, 11 p.m. right here on this station
That's
is
right.
Taz.
I thought it was Taz.
Taz, I don't know.
That's not the one he kept saying it wrong.
TAAZ.
No. That's
What was the name of the one you
Divine
kept?
McGee's.
No, he kept saying one
No.
wrong.
Maggie's.
Akami drone. Akami drone.
Akami drone.
Akami drone.
Akamai drone.
Akami drone.
But whatever it is, he kept saying it wrong over and over. We need to make a bloopers of that.
Akami. Yeah, that's right.
It's a
Akami
bloopers
drone.
episode right there.
Oh, bleepity bleep.
Of them
Yeah,
telling him
Akami.
exactly how to pronounce his name, their name, count to
Yes.
3, and he introduces them wrong
That's the worst. It was like the hardest name in history.
for him.
For everybody. I
It
think.
was a weird one. Although you
Akami.
have trouble with Divine Maggies.
Divine Maggie's.
There you go.
Divine
But you
McGee's.
desperately want to call them the Divine McGee's.
McGee's.
And it looks like Divine McGee's and all the
I
flyers
think
I've
it's-
seen.
They
and
know
I
everything.
think it's the Estonian inflection because everything is
Oh,
stressed.
blame it on the Estonians.
Everything is stressed on the first little bit of the word, like
Did you see my new co-host?
Yeah, that's good. E.T.
Phone home.
E.T. phone home or E.T.
But-
down the Divine Maggie's.
No, tonight is Ben's brother Ted
Yes.
with the two drummers.
Do you remember that one?
Did I do that one?
I don't know. Did
Yes.
you?
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, so it'll be just exquisite sound.
Yes.
Yes. Is that what the is that
As
what-
best as best as you can possibly make it with Ted attempting to make whatever noises he makes.
With two
With
drummers.
two drummers.
Yeah.
Is,
The two drummers was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, but the girl that does the editing and throws the stuff up in
Megan.
she says since I started doing sound,
Yeah.
she says she says the soundtracks. She says every soundtrack prior to that she had to wrestle
Tweak
with.
it.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
said since I started doing sounds, they
Cool.
They're running smooth, and
Very good.
she says she
It
doesn't
helps her
touch them
job.
because So,
Yeah, helps her job.
It makes me
out.
very happy to hear those kind of things.
Makes us happy.
As opposed to when I was doing sound.
Well, now we weren't trying. No, we weren't trying to.
Ooh, I'm dirty knobs. I'm dirty knobs.
We weren't.
No,
we weren't
no,
trying to
no.
put you down. I was.
I know.
You were doing the best you
I
could.
I
for
think I was
crash
doing a
courses.
pretty good job for not actually knowing what I was doing.
You were improving the sound as you went. From what I could tell, the sound was improving. Yeah.
And I
What's
did.
up
There were
with the
some. There were some shows in which I did it. Still did a pretty good job.
show?
So.
Have a seat.
What time is your show over?
At 7.
Oh, 7. I'll
So
stay for a
we have
little bit.
an hour's more show here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to stay for hugely longer because the
So I'll try to
elections
bring you
meeting is
guys.
6:30.
Huh?
See you tomorrow.
You leaving? You going home?
Yes.
Okay.
The
And so
temporary-
we expect this show to run on. We think probably Friday night at 2:00 in the
Yes.
morning.
Saturday morning at 2.
Saturday morning at 2 a.m.
Hopefully, yeah.
And in the is that in the sexually explicit area, or is that
That's in the anything
Yeah.
goes area.
that's in the anything goes area?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. I have a copy of the thing here. So, and out here we're gonna
So-
paint a big one on the wall or something. Let's see. Friday. Okay, Friday is still. It says sexually explicit 2:00. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Saturday. Then I want Friday's show to run Saturday.
Yeah.
Right, and that is under ANC, Arts and Culture. See, and the reason for that is because it's Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
See, we can't have the youngsters that get up too.
Oh, I see.
You see what I mean? It's not a school day thing.
Huh. Okay.
Which is surprising that Friday even got in there. Sort of.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
Kurt, is that your new official title, the temporary programmer of programming?
No, I'm program development director.
Program Development Director.
So they actually gave you an official title.
Program development.
Well, I've been doing stuff under that title for part time for a little while.
Okay.
Like the media literacy classes at Asheville Catholic School.
Do I get a
And,
title?
Do you get a title?
Uh-huh.
I'm sure you could
The
have
mad
one.
scientist.
I'm sure you could have one if you wanted.
The mad scientist.
I still like
I
temporary
am the man
programmer
child.
of programming better.
Well, you
Temporary
can-
programmer.
Temporarily, you can.
Programmer of
I can
programming.
be that as well.
Okay.
You are the
Program
the
development
temporary
director and
programmer of
temporary
programming,
programmer.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a big job, and
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to seeing what you can make of it. And then are we to assume that you will be training a new person and that a new program will be being installed and
Well, yeah, that's one thing is we're getting a whole new system
right?
next Monday, and it's going to be a lot easier, and it wouldn't require a full-time person.
Really?
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be that much easier. Like
Wow.
all the stuff with Facile, the program they check out and check
Uh-huh.
in equipment and make
Right.
reservations. All the
Right.
programming is going to run through that too.
Did
And
you
just
see
type
that
in some buttons and it programs everything.
Did you see that I had changed the password
For what?
for Jen's password is changed to Tea Party? Did I tell you that already?
As all
What?
of the viewing audience now knows Jen's password.
Oh, for Facile?
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe you should change that again.
I think so. Yeah, I would definitely do that.
Well, anyway.
Okay.
Some intrepid
I
9-year-olds
don't
already
know.
hacking the
Well,
system.
you log in under your own, but
I had my own.
the interns were the intern who was doing that I think was logging in under Jen's password.
I didn't know they could get in Facile. We were trying to keep them out of Facile.
Oh well,
Did you allow them in?
I guess I did.
Okay, well.
You know,
As long as they're not doing anything
This
permanent.
I'm Anarchy TV, dude.
Hey, don't
you-
bring your anarchy.
You know,
into-
hey, I'm Anarchy
You are
TV. And it's not like I'm hiding anything, you know. I'm right up front about it. It's Anarchy TV, and you know,
Well,
you,
certain amount of order is required to keep. this place going.
anytime you try to structure anything in such a manner as to keep chaos out, you design a structure that is designed to fail, because chaos must be a part of every structure for it to. I mean, it's a natural thing. Chaos.
I agree with you completely there. Chaos, a certain degree, is inevitable.
Right.
In any social structure or social order in which you attempt to create too much rigidness or too much control, ultimately chaos is going to creep in among the cracks in an accelerated fashion.
And I'm right where it's going to creep at. That's my job.
That said,
Anarchy TV is right there, dude.
All right. Good night.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much for your efforts as temporary programmer of programming. We appreciate it. I'm looking forward to getting a repeat. I've been trying to get a repeat, as you know, forever.
Repeat.
This is supposed to be the first show that repeats.
All
all
right.
right.
It will be historic. It was so far. It's been a great tea party.
Yeah.
We had some great girls on for
Stephanie
all these bands,
Utah Green,
and I assume that you got.
Divine McGee's,
I assume you got like 100
No,
good photos.
the Electric Pearls.
Electric Pearls.
Laura Blackley.
Laura Blackley.
Yes.
And let's not forget Utah Green's
Utah.
dog Ookie.
Mm-hmm.
Was he in here too?
Yes.
She
was.
She.
Ookie
Ookie was just
here
very
with
quietly,
Utah.
patiently curled up under the table.
Huh?
Wow.
Ookie's a very good dog.
Good
Ookie's a
dog.
very
dog.
good girl.
Yes.
Right. So far, mostly people who bring pets to the tea party bring well-behaved pets to the tea
Yeah.
party. Even the rabbit that came was well-behaved.
Rabbit.
We had a hare at the tea party.
A what?
A hare.
Oh.
A rabbit. You know, a rabbit.
Hair.
Remember when my Chihuahua wouldn't stop squeaking?
No, well, was it bad? Did you bring the worst behaved pet?
I don't know. I mean, he's a good dog.
Socrates?
Socrates is very chill by Chihuahua standards, but I know that's not saying much.
Right. Well, we have a Chihuahua that may come someday. Powder may come, and visit. We have a little white Chihuahua that lives upstairs. John Six and Sabra have a little Chihuahua named Powder, who Powder has probably a more extensive wardrobe than I do.
The Powder.
This dog will tolerate wearing hats and glasses and all kinds of things.
Socrates will not do that.
Yeah.
So have you noticed, though, that in any social order or social situation, like if you impose too much order, chaos will creep in among the cracks, but in any social situation in which there's too much chaos, people naturally gravitate or try and order things as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I definitely think the yin-yang symbol was very much a representation of social harmony and social unity, the understanding that you couldn't have too much of one or the other extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Because look at any government in which any overly authoritarian government or something like that, usually in any strongman government, they turn out to be any strongman government usually turns out to be unable to feed their people or a certain number of their people, and because there's nothing to believe in except the authority of the strongman,
It fails.
on the lower level, corruption tends to be rampant.
Right.
I mean, there's going to be a certain amount of corruption in any governmental system. I mean, you know, we've got corruption.
Right.
But not everybody who participates in our system is corrupt, because in our system there's still room for idealism as well.
There's corruption in every system.
There's corruption in every system.
Even in Estonia, there's corruption.
In Estonia?
Well, yes.
Well,
there's corruption in
there
every
was a-
system.
There was a story that came out in about the governor of Volgama, one of the counties in Estonia,
Mm-hmm.
who was taking money, was bribing the bus drivers there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go bus.
Was bribing the.
Yeah, well, you know, getting
Well.
kickbacks and all that from the go bus.
Mm-hmm. Did you see that? Oh, did you check that out?
Anyway, so there's corruption even in Estonia.
There's corruption everywhere. Yeah.
Mhm.
But in a system in
But
which
less so in
it's
Estonia.
huh?
But less so in Estonia.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, all I'm
there's-
trying to say is that in a system like ours, there's actually room for some people to participate in the system and believe in it.
But-
And in Estonia as well, I'll say that
Yes.
there's room for people to participate and believe in it. But
Yes.
in
In Russian society, there is corruption rampant.
Yeah.
There's big corruption. You don't want to be around it at all.
well, that's because Russia has. I mean, they pretty much have nothing but a history of strong
Just
ran
an
government.
oligarchy.
And look at North Korea. Look at the disaster that is. They can barely feed their people, and a lot of the
There's too much structure there.
yeah, and a lot of the authorities in the various regions or along the borders, everything like that, are completely corrupt.
I've taken you out of the picture. I could probably put you in though.
No, that's all right.
Well, you know what?
Take me out.
I'll have to get going in a minute
Yeah.
anyway.
I might go too.
Oh,
So.
sorry, Dr.
Well, I was just getting ready. I was just putting you in.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, I gotta go because I've got a Board of Elections meeting to get to.
Board of Elections. Okay. All right. Our prayers be with you, my brother.
Thank you.
My son. Prayers be with you. God be with you, my son.
Thank
in the
you.
Board of Elections meeting.
Thank you.
Yes.
My face is warping.
Oh, no, it is. Well,
Control.
that's that time effect. That's that temporal physics. That you're on the edge. You're on the edge of the event horizon. See, on the edge of the event horizon, you get that effect, particularly in your position. You see.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Do it again.
He's having so much fun.
Do it again. 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 Do it again.
Oh, dude. Man, I wish I could like get up and just like do my legs that way, you know? Like the Flintstones or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, there is corruption in Estonia.
Isn't that? I mean, Estonia of all places. I mean, where would you expect to see corruption in Estonia? You know.
Well, the governor of southern Estonia, his name would sound like a Russian name, so that figures, you know.
Oh no, you got a Russian in there, huh?
Yeah.
They'll do it every time, won't they?
Yeah, they will.
Yeah. If there's going to be a corruption in Estonia, there's going to be a Russian in the woodpile somewhere.
There's got to be one.
Yeah. See, now we have this. If you got to be in, you got to do it over the green.
Oh, like this.
Now you have that. Now you have that. Down ho ho. That's right. And I get to be a Hindu god. I do that. That's what Hindu gods do. But
Yeah.
yeah, lots of arms and stuff, and too many heads. Yeah. Really good.
So,
Yeah, see, if I push the right buttons, I can make it wider. No, that's all the wideness I'm getting out of it. Da-da-da, that's it. Okay.
so we're going to come out and see Ted's episode tonight?
I don't know. I guess it depends on how I feel. Right now, I feel good enough that it seems like a good chance I might just do that. I
Cool.
wonder who will be there. You get
Ted?
Ted. Right, and you.
Myself.
You and Ted.
Ben.
Right? And if I come.